Globalization is a term that is often used to describe the increasing interconnectedness and interdependence of the world's economies, societies, and cultures. Globalization, a very short introduction by Manfred B. Steger, and the Lexus and the Olive Tree by Thomas Friedman. A very short introduction, Steger provides a concise and accessible overview of the history, causes, and consequences of globalization. He explores the various dimensions of globalization, including economic, political, cultural, and technological, and explains how they are all interconnected. Steger argues that globalization is not a new phenomenon, but rather a continuation of a long-term process of economic and social integration that has been going on for centuries. He also highlights the benefits and drawbacks of globalization and offers insights into the challenges and opportunities it presents for individuals, communities, and nations. In The Lexus and the Olive Tree, Friedman examines the impact of globalization on the world's economies, politics, and cultures. He argues that globalization is a powerful force that is transforming the world in profound ways and that it is driven by the twin forces of the Lexus. Globalization has become an increasingly important topic of discussion in recent years, as the world has become more interconnected and interdependent. It is a complex phenomenon that involves economic, political, cultural, and technological factors, and has both positive and negative impacts on individuals, communities, and nations. Two books that offer valuable insights into globalization are Globalization, a very short introduction by Manfred B. Steger, and The Lexus and the Olive Tree by Thomas Friedman. In Globalization, a very short introduction, Steger provides a concise and accessible overview of the history, causes, and consequences of globalization. He defines globalization as the intensification of worldwide social relations which link distant localities in such a way that local happenings are shaped by events occurring many miles away and vice versa. Steger argues that globalization is not a new phenomenon, but rather a continuation of a long-term process of economic and social integration that has been going on for centuries. He traces the history of globalization from the ancient world to the present day, and identifies several key factors that have driven its development, including advances in transportation and communication technologies, the spread of capitalism and free trade, and the emergence of global governance institutions. Steger also explores the various dimensions of globalization, including economic, political, cultural, and technological. He explains how these dimensions are interconnected, and how they affect different aspects of people's lives. For example, he discusses how economic globalization has led to the growth of multinational corporations, the outsourcing of jobs to developing countries. He also examines how political globalization has led to the growth of international organizations such as the United Nations and the World Trade Organization. In addition, he analyzes how cultural globalization has led to the spread of global media, popular culture, and consumerism, and how technological globalization has led to the development. Steger also highlights the benefits and drawbacks of globalization, and offers insights into the challenges and opportunities it presents for individuals, communities, and nations. He argues that globalization has the potential to create new opportunities for economic growth, cultural exchange, and political cooperation. However, he also warns that globalization can also exacerbate social inequality, environmental degradation, and political instability. He suggests that individuals, communities, and nations need to develop strategies to manage the challenges of globalization, and to promote its positive aspects while minimizing its negative impacts. In the Lexus and the Olive Tree, Friedman offers a more personal and journalistic perspective on globalization. He defines globalization as the inexorable integration of markets, nation-states, and technologies to a degree never witnessed before, in a way that is enabling individuals, corporations and nation-states to reach around the world farther, faster, deeper and cheaper than ever before. Friedman argues that globalization is a powerful force that is transforming the world in profound ways, and that it is driven by the twin forces of the Lexus, which represents modernization, innovation, and technology, and the Olive Tree, which represents tradition, culture, and identity. Friedman explores the tensions and conflicts that arise from the clash between these two forces and offers insights into how individuals, communities, and nations can navigate the complex landscape of globalization. He uses a variety of examples and anecdotes to illustrate his points, ranging from the rise of the Internet and the spread of English as a global language, to the protests against the World Trade Organization in Seattle in 1999 and the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001.